on and don't. I reset the whole thing. Okay, thank y'all for waiting. So anyways, I'm live on YouTube. Hello, YouTube. Stop playing with me. Nah, both from Legend. I don't know. I'm getting comments from YouTube videos. I want to talk about ways to build confidence, and I also wanted to share videos and examples because I think that we can make better decisions if we have other people leading by example, right? It's easy for all these people to get online and say, you just got to this, you just got to that, but I'm getting in the field for real, y'all, for real. I'm going to an event. Y'all know I like to go out by myself. Like going out by myself is never a problem. I do that often. So the benefit is going out by yourself builds your confidence. Going out by yourself, you're going to meet people you would never really interact with because when you're with a group, you're too busy just talking to that group. You're too busy just hanging out with the girls, the guys, whatever. But I find that when I actually go out by myself, people notice me. People notice I'm by myself. Also, make sure when you're going out by yourself, you look as good as you would as if you had a date lined up. I want to see more women actually getting dolled up for themselves, not just like waiting for a date, waiting to be asked out by someone to get out of the house. I know a lot of us, we love outside. Well, we love inside, I should say. I'm sorry, my bad. I know a lot of us, especially the girls that live alone, I know we love inside. I know we love our bed. I know we love our couch. I know we like our routines. I know we like our safety net, but I just think it's essential for us to get out just a little bit more. Just even during the day is best. Get some vitamin D, get your steps in. I feel like we spend too much time inside in our comfort zone, especially if y'all trying to date. I'm getting ready to go out solo too. Okay, friend, that's my friend Renee, y'all. I know her in real life. Y'all my internet friends, but like Renee's my real friend. Say hi to Renee, y'all. I feel like we always just romanticize things. And I feel like I know a lot of women are opting out of dating and they want it to happen naturally. They don't want to be on an app, but we got to look at dating a little bit like how we look at a business. You can't just sit there and hope the business comes to you. Okay. You gotta, yeah, I've been hibernating. It's really dangerous during the winter because you don't even notice that your snacking is catching up to you. You know what I mean? Because you got stretchy clothes, you're home, you're comfortable. It's when I start putting the clothes on that I would when I go outside and I notice it don't fit. I'm like, wait a minute. Where this extra weight came from? Me sitting home, relaxing too long. You know what I mean? And once I started like really being intentional, like it's just like if you're doing a business, y'all. If you want that business, if you want the angel investor, you have to come up with a business plan to present to the investor. You have to go out and look for your customer to branch off and brand to them. It doesn't always have to be going out to meet a man organically and get off dating apps. It's for your livelihood. Women have wonderful connections and communications with one another. We don't have to solely rely on companionship. I love that about being a woman. You can meet a girl today, you could talk your whole life out and it feel like therapy. You can go get your hair done and have a therapy session with your hairstylist. You can go get your nails done if you're cool with your nail stylist like that and you're all chopping it up like y'all friends, even though it's just a business transaction. Men don't necessarily have that. And I feel like that's such a benefit about being a woman. I think going out alone really shows you can stand on your own 2 feet. That also allows you to build connections with others. That allows you to be a people person, branding, like everything doesn't have to be for the purpose of dating. You know, I go out for the purpose of my livelihood. And the thing is, if you don't have time to date, what makes you think you're going to have time to be in a relationship when a man gets involved? That's one thing I don't really understand. Like, y'all don't have time to go out and do nothing. But the moment you get into a relationship, suddenly you want that man to take you out all the time. And it's different when you actually take yourself out all the time. You wouldn't have to open your mouth and tell him, I want this X amount of times a week. He's going to know when you're not calling him and he's not calling you, you're out and about exploring. You're Dora the Explorer. Dora. You know what I mean? Dora, girl. They said Dora was exploring so much. Boots is her service animal. Boots ain't really her friend. Dora is blind. They said that every time they say, do you see the map? Because Dora couldn't see. I was like, y'all need to stop. I don't know how true that is, but that's kind of funny and it's kind of sad. And my point is, you need to be more like Dora. Take yourself on adventures. It's going to be hard for someone to impress you or play with you in your mind. An idle mind is the devil workshop. We talked about that yesterday on live. And idle mind is the devil's workshop. So when you're sitting there being busy with your own life and you're fulfilling yourself, you're not going to look for it in another person. You're not going to depend on it from your children, from men or women that you date. You're too busy giving it to yourself, and you can stand firm. If they don't give it to you, they can't take it away, y'all. That's what I'm trying to say. So I wanted to just share ways to build confidence. Like right now, I'm getting ready to just take myself out. I saw this event. It came up on my TikTok For You page. Keep liking the live, y'all. Thank you. It came up on my TikTok For You page. It was basically a chef event where it's like Iron Chef, and there are two chefs that are going to battle and make meals, and the crowd judge it. And I was like, oh man, that looks awesome. I'd love to go to that. And I went ahead and bought the ticket. That's what I'm getting ready to go to now. And I'm like, a part of me was like, dang, all the couples going to be out tonight. They ain't got nothing to do with me. Baby, I'm child free. They ain't got nothing to do. When the devil tried to talk to me, all the couples going to be out tonight. They ain't got nothing to do with me, baby. I got a belly and it need to be fed. And I'm happy it's not by a man, because then he can't ask me for no cootie cat at the end of the night. He can't tell me some excuse of why he should come upstairs. He can't say, well, let me take you home. Let me walk into your car so I can feel on your booty and no one can see me being a pervert. None of that is going to happen, because I'm doing it of my own free will. You know what I mean? I'm just getting up and I'm going. I'm not waiting. I'm not begging. I'm not asking. I'm not pleading. Hold on, y'all. The brows are really important. I can't talk to y'all right now. The brows are important. Anyways. Oh. Okay, y'all. We got one brow underneath down. And so another way that I build my confidence is I do stuff I actually want to do. Or I try things I've never tried before, because I'm semi-adventurous, y'all. I'm kind of an adrenaline junkie. Kind of. Not too much now. Hold on, I feel like I can. Okay. Then I'm going to bring it down a little bit right here. Like, look at me. I'm on TikTok live because TikTok been suppressing my views. I didn't get discouraged at the fact that, dang, TikTok suppressing my views. I was like, well, guess I'll go live. If they want to suppress that, that's their business. But I noticed they only suppress my live if I show a product. So I can't really show y'all products. Like, as I'm doing my makeup, don't be asking me too much on what this product is. I'm going to have to only flash it on YouTube, because TikTok been playing on my top lately. TikTok been playing on all my top. TikTok been Rick James me. I'm Rick James. Anyways, another way to build confidence is when you get out and you're social, you start to become a socialite. I don't know about y'all. I have a very bubbly personality. I think yesterday someone told me, when I was on live during the day, I went live twice yesterday. Someone told me that I have the gift of gab. I don't believe in having the gift of gab, okay? I'm a child of God. I just have a bubbly personality. I don't try to sell nobody anything. I'm not Ayana Fix My Life. I try to get online and show y'all and talk to y'all and try to make sure that I wish there was a channel like this for me when I was growing up. Someone to sit there and talk to me and say, girl, let me tell you how you're being played with, and you don't even know you're being played with because you're so naive. You're only naive because of the fact that you haven't experienced certain things in life. You have not experienced certain things. That's the only reason why you're naive. You're unexperienced. Once I started traveling, I remember it was hard for men to impress me with traveling. That was one of the first things to talk about, how much money they make and all the places they travel. When I sat there and listened to a man tell me he'd been to 4 countries and I'm just sitting there bored, he's like, dang, you're not impressed. Why would that move me? Why would you traveling move me? Tell me how you impact your community. Tell me things I haven't heard that are very refreshing. Like one guy had posted on TikTok. He was like, just because I'm kind to you and I open your door doesn't mean that I'm lusting after you. If I'm kind to my woman, I'm kind to all women. That's just my nature. That was so refreshing to hear. Those are the kind of men I want to sit down and pick their brain and speak to them more, because 9 times out of 10, most of the time when men are trying to help me with something, they usually want something out of me after, whether it starts off with my name, it starts off with my phone number, And next thing you know, they're trying to plan on how to have unprotected intercourse with me. They're so quick to want to do that instead of plan a proper date and court me properly. And you have to guard your heart and your mind, giving yourself better experiences, quality experiences. It's going to be harder for people to impress you with that because you literally know what that is. I had a man pull out an American Express Platinum card. He threw it like big money. And I'm laughing because I have 2 American Express Platinum cards, one for myself and one for my business. I wasn't impressed by it. He just kind of looked at me like, did you see my Platinum? It's so weird how a lot of people want to lead with money, but then when you want the money, they don't want to give you the money. Then why did you lead with that? You know what I mean? They're just trying to fill you out and see how experienced you are, the kind of person you are, and where you lack holes, they will try to pretend like they're filling them. That's how they make you think in your mind, you're lacking, but I can pick you up as a man and fill you in that area. But really, they're just trying to create the illusion to use you. Yes, they doesn't impress me at all. Hey, baby mama, don't ever call me baby mama, babe. You call me wife or you call me by my name. Don't ever call that over my life. Please and thank you. God bless you. Oh my God, it's so draining. It's weird. And that's a lot of times why people like have to play down the kind of life they really live. That's why a lot of women have to act like they don't own homes. They don't have these nice cars because now we're seeing both genders try to use people. And I'm just trying to tell y'all, if you build yourself up, they can't tear you down. And that's a lot of the reason why when they compliment you and you don't care about the compliment, they get upset that you don't care about the compliment. Because of the fact that if I can't build you, I can't break you. That means you already heard that before. That means you already know this about yourself. And they only hate it because they can't use it to their advantage. You get what I'm trying to say, y'all? Yes, yes. Can I get some likes in the chat? Can I get some emojis that tell me y'all here? Y'all hearing me? I'm not just talking to myself. It's hard to talk to y'all when no one's talking back. Like, it's nice to get a like. It's nice to get a comment, an emoji. Even if you just don't want to say no words, just drop an emoji so I know, like, TikTok, we here? Am I talking to myself? I'm definitely talking to myself on YouTube, but that's going to change. That's why I'm showing up every day. Even though no one's in the room, I'm showing up like someone's in the room. What you do with few is what you'll do with many. You know what I'm saying? We here. Oh, hey, girl. Okay, I like the emojis coming in. So I'm just like, I didn't have to sit there and go on an app and scroll, and no shade to the women that do. I didn't have to sit there on an app and scroll endlessly and wait for a man to pick me and plan a date and come on TikTok. Oh my God, he didn't show up for the date. I have my own money. I get direct deposit too. You know, I want to go to this event. I could have asked someone to go with me, like a homegirl or something, but I'm okay. I have my own motion. What he said? I got my own motion. I need over. You know what I mean? Like, okay, I have times where I can just do it by myself. I don't want to inconvenience anyone. I don't know people's financial situation. You know how much it takes for a woman to have to get dressed, put hair, makeup, head out the door. Like it is a lot more work for women to get ready than men. And I just be on my own motion. I'm not into bothering people. I'm not into being bothered by people. What am I looking for? It's probably right in front of me. It's probably right in front of me. It is. Every time I tell myself that, it's right in front of me. I be finding it. Y'all. So I'm telling y'all that in going into 2026, I'm just going to be dating today. I'm not necessarily dating because I want a husband. I want more experiences. Exactly. Down to eat whatever you need. I just want to put that out there. Down to eat it whenever you need. Okay. So you're going to eat my cost of living. I hope that's what you're saying. I would like $5,000 a month upfront. WWW7. I think that's what you're asking me. Down to eat it. So you're willing to eat my expenses, my cost of living. Great. DM me. I'm going to send you my Cash App. Actually, Zelle. Zelle is a lot faster. I would like to send you my Zelle. Anyways, you see how fast I am, y'all? You see how fast I am when they try to come play in my face? This is how I am in person. This is how I am when they try to... I'm literally telling y'all on live how to improve your confidence, and here's a fake page. This is how I am when a man is trying to touch me. You're playing, I'm playing, I'm not playing. Send me the money. I'm not playing either. I will take your money, sir. I don't know what else you talk about. Ma'am, you might be a ma'am. I'm not into that. Just keep talking if you want to here. I'll know That's how I know. Okay, anyway, so this is how I am when I'm on dates with them and they're trying to put their hand on my thigh and they're trying to get a feel. I'm fast. I don't know if it's because I'm petite, I'm short, I'm to the ground. I'd be like, woo, what was that? What you doing, sir? I got a financial burden. How you doing? They looking at me like, and now we're both uncomfortable. You went from having an erected penis to now it's flat because I talked about money. You know, you lack when it comes to money. Remember, intercourse is free. That's why people in poverty have so many children. It's free to get on a mattress and open your legs and have a mediocre experience. It costs money to actually raise those children. You know what I mean? It costs money, right? Send me a galaxy if you're serious. You on TikTok. Why am I telling you Cash App and Zelle? Send me a galaxy, sir, ma'am, whoever. It's so free to give yourself in exchange energies. It costs money to start investing. But what is the point of investing? Because people follow their investments. You're going to treat this concealer more valuable than a concealer that's given to you freely. You remember you paid for this. You remember why you went to the store, went out of your way and purchased this product. You're not going to let anyone just willy-nilly, can I use some concealer? Girl, is you cool? You can't go get your own? You know, you yuck, ick on first dates. I don't know what you're saying. And your English is really bad. I keep getting foreigners in here. Y'all got to get on Duolingo or Google Translate. That's going to help you. Comprehension. You know what I mean? Reading, writing. You have very poor people trait. Look at you. In front of all these people, look what you're talking about. You're a disgrace to yourself. And you don't think nothing of it. That's sad. That's pathetic. On to my conversation. Anyways, y'all got to be more aware when people are trying to distract you, when people are trying to get you to lower your value. Here's the thing. When y'all tell men, oh, I'm dating for marriage or I'm saving it and waiting for marriage, why don't they wish you well? Why do they always got to deter you? When you say you want to date a simp, you want to date a man to take care of you, why do they always try to bring you down? Why isn't it just, oh, I hope I wish you luck and I hope you find what you're looking for? Why is it always, oh, you never gonna find that? Because the whole point of it is you're supposed to give them access to your body because they asked for it. That's how a lot of them see us. They don't think you're anything special. But you're counteracting it and saying, no, I am special. Why else would you approach me? Do you ever notice when you turn a man down, like when they be like, hey, girl in the pink, let's just say I have something pink on, hey, girl in the pink, and you ignore them, they be like, F you there, hoe. Do you wonder why they do that? Because the whole time they were just trying to get something out of you. They're not there to add value or do anything of substance for your life. And that's why we have so many children out of lust. And now there's a group of women that have dropped the birth rate, that are owning homes at an alarming rate without husbands because they wanted to be homeowners to begin with. Okay, most worldly men are full of demons. Exactly. There are more women in the church than there are men. If today all women decide, I don't want to date for love and we're going to stop going to church, the church would collapse today. Women are holding up the church. Women in their prayers to God for husbands. Okay, they hate their mom too. Insecurities. Like, I'm not new to this. Once I figured out a man's psychology and his insecurities and how he tries to play in my face, I started just telling y'all, hey, I figured this out, y'all. Is this happening to anyone? Okay. I think of this all the time. Yes, a lot of men have a relationship with God, don't have a relationship with God. It's true. It's true. And then the ones that do have a relationship with God, guess what? Especially if they're in the church, they can't lead. They can't lead without being married. If you want to be a pastor in a church today, they won't even let you lead without being married. Okay. So I'm just like, y'all see women are owning homes without men. There's a reason for that, because that woman said, I wanted to be a homeowner regardless. It didn't have to come with a husband. And women being able to vote ruin the country. Oh, man. Hold on, y'all. Y'all know the drill. I'm going to pin the comment and then you go report his page and report his comment so TikTok can get on it. Y'all know the drill. Every time I talk and try to boost y'all up, there's a hater in the crowd. There's a hater always in the crowd. There's a hater always in the crowd. Because I told people you were poor. That's why you want to have intercourse, because sex is free. That's why you're mad and you're sticking your middle finger. That's what's making you mad, because nobody want to play with your body parts and bodily fluids and be as poor as you are. You got to know as women, when the men you partner with is going to definitely dictate your financial status. If you're doing 40 hours a week now and you're sleeping with a man that doesn't pay any of your bills, the moment you get pregnant, you will be working 80 hours a week. Do not be fooled. Do not be fooled. The moment you get pregnant by a man that's not paying any of your bills right now, you will go from working 40 hours a week to 80 hours a week real fast, expeditiously. Can I get this on? I'm telling y'all, especially working in nightlife, mindset is boosted to have pay. Okay, girl, I thought my fan wasn't working. I gotta get my fan going, y'all. I'm telling y'all think these men care about y'all and like y'all, they just lust after you. There's a difference. They know how to play the game to get something out of you. Now take away the very thing they're going after, but don't tell them you're taking it away. Don't tell them you're practicing abstinence, and see how fast that man stopped pursuing you, how fast he stopped asking you on dates. It's all a game, and a lot of them can play the long game. A lot of them can date you for years. Look at Candy. She was married for 11 years. Let me put it here. She was married 11 years. That man didn't want to sign the prenup because he had an end game in mind. He knew he was going to leave. He just didn't know when. Exactly. This is why both men and women need to be financially stable, making at least, I think, well, the amount doesn't matter, because if you make 300K and you live in Bali, you can live like a king off of 50K. I think the amount you make is based on your need. You know what I mean? What did Bob Marley say? We always chasing numbers. Numbers are infinite. There's no end to a number. Numbers are infinite. We're always chasing a number. Why are we always chasing numbers? I love Bob Marley down, y'all. He's the reason why I went to Jamaica. He's the reason why I love Jamaicans the way I do. I love Bob Marley. And the sad part is, to me, Bob Marley represents legacy. I never met that man a day in my life. He passed away before I even came into this world, but his music surpassed his lifetime. It went to the generations behind him. It made me study him. It made me, how does man make music with no curse words? He doesn't degrade women. He's the only rapper I've ever seen in a music video full of children celebrating a child's birthday party. I was like, who is this incredible being? I love me some Bob Marley. I need my girl to go band for band with me. Well, good for you. I don't know why there's so many men that be coming in here, and they're not even the men I'm talking to. They're like the ones I tell women to stay away from, but they be coming into my life. It's so weird to me. You need your girl to go band for band. I know he has like 20 baby mothers. You're focused on the wrong thing. You're focused on you sound young, you sound immature, and then you're showing people you're young and immature on a live. It's so degrading to yourself. You're not making me look bad. You're making yourself look bad. You're making the people who raised you look bad right now. Y'all be thinking y'all coming to my live and hurting me. You're hurting your already suffering bloodline. You're not hurting me. I still get money, and I have dignity and respect, but I need my girl to go band for band. You sound like a child. Are you 19? You sound young. The Dusties, they always come in here, even when I'm not talking about money, they be in here and they know, oh, I can tell she's going to tell these girls, rise up. My bloodline's going to die. She's going to tell them, don't date a Dusty. And that's his bloodline dying out every time I get on this live and tell y'all do better. He will cease to exist in the next 5 to 10 years. Sweet. And then here goes the sweetheart part. And then they're going to start lying and saying how much money they make now. And they're more educated. Here come the lies, y'all. This is how they get y'all. This is how they get y'all, not me. Then they start coming on here and lying. They start counteracting what I'm saying. That's not true. Lying is free as well. We know that. That's all you can afford to do. We get it. It leads back to everything I'm saying. Y'all come on here. If you really were getting money as a man, you wouldn't be on a woman's live trying to argue with her. We know that's a quality of a man that's suffering. I'm sorry for your financial hardship, sir. Do y'all see how fast I read these men when they come in here? They also allow me to give y'all practice. The quickest way to hurt his ego is say, I'm so sorry for your financial hardship. And look him dead in the eye when you say, I'm so sorry for your financial hardship. I'm so sorry. When I just went to Sephora and bought like hundreds of dollars worth of makeup, you're sitting here on live being weak, like your bloodline. This is expected of you. And you're going to keep typing because no one's looking at you, sir. In real life, no one even notices you exist. That's why you got to come online. Hello. We already know, y'all. This is the name of the game. But that also helps me tell y'all, that's how y'all need to be with them in real life. You could be minding your business. That's why they started creating spaces for women only, creating gyms, not letting men in the bathroom, because men, like little PP men like Jamar right here, little PP men. He's not going to leave you satisfied, ladies. He's going to leave you as a baby mama. You're going to go into it single, childless, but with him, it's the final end of Dustyville. I heard that every time you walk by a bank, tumbleweed rolls past you. That's what I heard. I don't know. It could be true, it could not be. But I heard every time you walk by a bank, tumbleweed pass by and the bank alarm go off because you broke. With your broke ass. Anyways, we're done here with Jamar. We're gonna give him something else to do. Let me continue with my life. So yeah, I have learned that like building my confidence and self-esteem is going to make people mad. It's gonna make the men that used to be able to have access to me not be able to have access to me because I've been able to rise up. I've been able to go past them. Stop thinking you're making a man jealous because you're being seen with a man. A man gets jealous when you're with a man that make more money than him. That's who he gets jealous off of. When you're with a man that has a nicer watch, a more expensive shoes, more status, that's the men they're jealous of. The men that get recognized, the men that have status, the men that have respect. Those are the men that you need to be dating. When y'all be trying to make y'all exes jealous and sleeping with their homeboys, that's so weak and pathetic. You just made your value go down. You need to be going for the men that got more money than him. I already blocked him, y'all, so we can talk regular. I'm sure his dusty cousin on the way over here soon. I'm sure his dusty, musty, crusty cousin on the way to jump in the live soon, y'all. So get ready for the next round, the next wave. But hold on. Ooh. I can't even be mad, y'all. Y'all know why I can't be mad when that happens on my live? Because I get to show y'all firsthand how to talk to these men when they try to disrespect you. You got to be fast. He knows it's an unfair game when he's disrespecting you. You must return the disrespect tenfold and you must return it quickly. He can't even have a second thought when you return the disrespect. Always talk about his poor financial decisions. Always go for that wallet when they talk crazy to you. And then after that, go for his mama or his daddy. And I'm sorry to say, I don't care if they're living or deceased. You go below the belt when a man tries to disrespect you because it starts with words and then it gets physical. So you need to tear him down quick as possible. Quick. He need to be free. He need a brain freeze and think about his thoughts while you get away. Okay? That's how quick you need to be when you insult them. Okay? Anybody. Pick somebody off that family tree and off with their head. Go fast. Go fast as you can. When you at the gas station and a man come up to you and ask you for your number, you gotta be like, I don't have no spare change and run away. I don't have any spare change and run away. He gonna be like, I'm not homeless. And you, by the time he's saying I'm not homeless, you done ran away to safety. You know what I mean? So I'm going to this event where they're gonna do like this Iron Chef thing and I'm excited. I'm going by myself. I'm excited because girl, I be taking care of myself. That's another thing. Taking care of yourself. That's how you make demands, okay? Y'all be poor, y'all be broke, y'all be struggling, y'all be some broke girls, and y'all be wanting men to upgrade y'all life. The real upgrade is you upgraded yourself, and now he has to come in and match that or double it. You know what I mean? Y'all be begging, y'all be begging too much for me. I can tell I can never go out in public with y'all and be friends. I can tell y'all be begging in real life. I want to be able to hang out with women that got their own money. We can all go out and we spend money like drug dealers. We all like, you got this, I got that. Like, I'll pay for this, I got you. Next spot is on me. I want that energy. But how can you get that energy when you keep hanging around with women that just beg men? If they beg men, they beg their friends. If they expect the man to increase their quality of life, but they haven't even attempted to improve their life, they will hope and pray. They will leech on to the women that are doing better for status and do the same to women. So the moment I see a girl saying, I need an accountability partner, I run away. Do y'all ever notice that women can suddenly go to the gym and figure the whole gym out after a heartbreak? After they went through that man phone, after it's confirmed that man cheating, do y'all ever wonder why women suddenly don't need an accountability partner? They can go to the gym, do as many reps and lift heavy, lose weight, get on a diet plan. Do you wonder why that is? Talk slowly. We don't speak English. I'll slow down a little bit. Okay, men spend on ladies they want regardless of others. Tell them. That's what I'm saying. Women are able and capable, but some of y'all be acting so helpless. It's sad. Y'all be acting helpless, and that's not, after a certain age, that's not cute. It's not cute anymore. You want a man to love you so much, he will go against his own family for you. He will go against his mother for you. That's how much you want him to actually care about you. But I want you to be a good woman. I don't want you to be a wicked gal and you're ruining his life. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that you want a man that actually loves you, that actually will see you as family when y'all date. You want a man that the way he loves his siblings is going to get transferred to you. Like when I visit my sister, you spit in. I love the energy. I'm listening. When I visit my sister one time, my tires were bald, y'all. I was in between checks. My tires were bald. And I remember her husband, they still married. Her husband says to me, you need to change your tires. I was like, I'm going to change them when I get back. He told me, get in my car. He made me follow him to Firestone. He bought me 4 brand new tires and did my alignment. That's my sister's husband that did that for me. Because of the love that he has for my sister, it extends to his family. That's the kind of man you need to be dealing with. His love will extend over to you. So when you're dating a man, and I had this happen, and I realized this man don't even know my birthday. He was like, oh, my bad. I'm literally in Mexico. It's my birthday. He's calling me regular. That's your brother now. If he sure is, even though he's still my brother. When I was sitting there in Mexico and I see he's calling me, this guy I was dating at the time or casually seeing, he's calling my phone. I'm thinking he's telling me happy birthday. He's calling me like it's a regular day. And I paused and I said, hold on, because he didn't even say happy birthday the first 2 minutes of the call. I said, what is today? He said, September 2nd. I hung up on him. He called me back. He's like, what's wrong? I was like, nothing. I texted him back, nothing. And I went about my day. When he seen my post on Instagram, then he called me frantic. Oh, happy birthday, da da da. And I was like, how come you don't know my birthday? And he paused. And then I tested him and he failed the test. I said, when's your sister's birthday? He said it fast. I said, when's your mom's birthday? He said it fast. And then he said, that doesn't count. I said, why doesn't it count? If you're supposed to be getting to know me, wanting to see me, wanting to be intimate with me, why would that not count? Why would that not count? He didn't know what to say. But once I raised my standards and I started seeing, what is this man coming around for? It was harder for him to access me because I built my standards. I had to build my standards brick by brick. Love how you react to him. Okay, yeah, nothing less, Queens. When's your birthday? So like I said, that's why I get on here and I tell y'all, because as I'm telling y'all, I'm setting y'all free. That's why these men are getting on my live and getting mad. Because as I'm telling y'all are seeing different perspectives. You didn't expect to get on my live today and me telling you how to build your confidence. You can stand up now. You didn't expect that. You didn't expect for me to get on my live and tell you how to be able to identify when a man is dusty, musty, crusty and leave him alone. You didn't expect for the dusty bloodline to jump in my comment section and show you real time they dusty. And you didn't expect me to show you how to get rid of them. You shouldn't have no regard for them. They don't care about you. They don't care about themselves. Eliminate them quick, fast, and in a hurry. Don't waste no time with no man that can't do anything for you. Because when you fall pregnant, because isn't that what the whole invention of intercourse is? To get pregnant and populate the world. When you fall pregnant, you cannot work the way you want to work. Your body's not going to respond to you the way you want it to. You're supposed to be resting more. You're going to sleep more. You're creating life. And you're telling me you're willing to date a man that will send you to work 9 months pregnant? I don't know a single woman, I hand to God, I don't know a single woman in my family that had to go to work 9 months pregnant against her will. I don't know one. So why would I be the first one to do that? That's silly. I already have a whole itinerary of women before me, a whole catalog of women before me that didn't have to. So that tells me I don't have to. So I come online to tell y'all don't have to either. Okay, I'm having a great day. Nothing but facts. What conversation is supposed to be brought up in friend group? I have, and why I would never. It's weird to me, y'all. It's weird to me when I'm seeing videos of women proposing. She's going to be old and alone. Don't listen to her. Here y'all go, y'all, more dusty bloodline. You know why he has to say that? Because his bloodline is dusty. He's going to die out if y'all stop dating his kind. It's a dead giveaway when they defend men with poor behavior, because they are the men with that poor behavior. Everybody standing behind that coach that went to a white woman's house to threaten her to unalive her, every man that's standing behind that man, it's because he identifies with that man. if they're not condemning him and saying he dead wrong, it's because they too have those qualities and characteristics. It's a dead giveaway. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. The moment they defend someone's poor behavior, it's because they would do the same thing. It's a dead giveaway. Do you think God came to earth to try to show us a better way and then also tell the men to keep mistreating women? He came to try to regulate all the sin because that's his nature. He can't exist in a place full of sin, just like our bodies and our temples. God cannot exist